Hey everyone, Rob Dog Games here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going over the best settings for Ready or Not. Whether you're looking to maximize your FPS, improve performance, or get the best visuals without sacrificing smooth gameplay, I'll walk you through the optimal graphics, video settings for different types of systems, so you can get the most out of your experience. Let's jump straight in. Alright guys, so we'll go straight into the options menu. We'll come back to the gameplay settings in a second. Let's go to graphics. There's two to choose from. We'll start off with the basic graphics setting. So just ignore my preset. So the first one will be always play on full screen mode. The resolution, always play it at your native resolution. So mine's 3440 by 1440. Always have it at 100%, the resolution scale. I played my field of view at 100. If you go any higher, may cause visual artifacts, different pop-ins and other things you don't really need. You can't really see. This game has a lot to throw at you, so yeah, leave that at 100. UI scale, also leave it at 100%. I sometimes like to play on 16 by 9, but I also recommend playing on fill as well. So try both of them out, see how they go. The Opti Wand is that tool you use to look under the doors. When it zoom into a camera. So this is all the settings for that. So I leave the FPS limit on disabled. The resolution at 100. I don't like to touch any of that stuff. The higher you go, the lower the frames, and yeah. The other operator helmet camera FPS limits. So if you want to look at other operators, that's what little screen pops up, and that's that. So yeah, let's jump straight into the advanced graphics settings. Starting from the top, the texture quality. Also depends on your VRAM. So a good guide to know what one to use. So if you've got anything less than 2 gigabytes, you play it on low. Medium goes up by 2, so it goes to 4. Anything higher is 6 to whichever graphic cards are right now. What are they up to now? 24 gig. So from 6 to 24, you can play high and epic. So I like to leave it on high. I've got a 3090. You can play it on epic, but I like having more frames. Shadow quality, you can set this to medium. Any higher and the FPS will drop or tank a fair bit, so drop that down to medium. The post-process quality, if your FPS is very low, you can set this to low or medium. This will increase performance quite a bit, so leave it on to medium. Anti-aliasing quality, which is the weird textures around the corners of the screen. So I usually set this one to off or low. My mistake. It should be an off setting for that. VFX quality has to do with motion blur, different depths of field and things like that. So I just keep this on medium. The ambient occlusion quality, I keep this also on medium. Reflection quality, you can keep this one on medium to high, depending on how many reflections you want. So yeah, just keep this one on high. So view distance, so this is the one you want to keep this on epic. But if you are running one of the older GPUs, you can also set this on high. If you go any lower, you won't be able to see what's going on in the action. So let's set this one to high or epic. Well, I'll just leave it on high, then we can test it later on epic. Alright, so the frame limit, I keep it on disabled. I'm happy with what the game throws at me, and yeah, I don't like leaving it capped at 60 frames or whatever like that. Motion blur, I keep this off for every game I play, and VSync as well. So all of these just keep these all disabled. If you're having screen tearing, then put VSync enabled. Bounce lights, that's another one, so keep this one disabled. and per object shadows. Keep this also disabled. All of these just tank your FPFs. If you're not running like the best of the best, then I wouldn't suggest using any of these. Alright, so we'll just go down. So next is enable world decals. I leave this on enabled, and you can leave this. Sometimes it comes in at 99% for some reason, but I just leave it at 100%. If you go to default, it just goes back to 99%. So a bit weird, but yeah. So So next two, I'm obviously on a NVIDIA 3090. So DLSS quality. I usually leave this on quality. Obviously, if you're running AMD, you can't have both at the same time. You can do both of them at quality. If you are after more FPS, then slowly move the bar up to balanced, and then performance. And then yeah, I wouldn't go ultra performance because it would just look like potato graphics. So yes, so we'll go back. DLSS, keep this on quality. As it says here, DLSS frame generation requires a 40 series RTX GPU or later. So I missed out on this, unfortunately. I might have to invest in a 4080 or something like that down the line. And the NVIDIA Reflex, I'll leave this on enabled. And then all the latencies, this will show up on a counter either on the left or the right. The game, I will just show you now. It will come up with a, once you're in game, obviously not on the main menu, it will show up on the top left. Game latency is the gaming inputs, so how long it takes for the mouse, keyboard, and obviously your reaction time. The render latency, it's the time for how long it takes the game to send to the GPU. So we'll go back, and then we'll jump in a game just to see how we go and see what frames we're at. So basic we've done. Let's just quickly head back to the gameplay settings. If you want to pause the video, you can see my mouse sensitivity and all of this. This is what I like to keep at. Shotgun reload measure. Okay, pick lock. This is all just to help you. Door commands. Yeah, I think that's about it. Everything else is just like, if you want to have, depending how much stuff you want on the UI or how much information you want given on the screen. I like to have just yourself and that's it. But you always have a couple of things pop up. So I think we'll just leave it there. We'll jump into a game. Just show you my audio settings. Okay, we're in game. Smooth 80 FPS and all the settings I've chosen. Let's see what mischief we can get up to. So yeah, it's running pretty smooth, as you can tell. No chopping. So don't need any of that VSync. We'll just wait for the AIs to start shooting, then we'll just check our frame rate. All teams. It's going to stack up on the doors here. I think I could drop it down a few more settings to get even a little bit faster FPS, but I'll just let this play out. AI is crazy here. Perfect scenario to test these settings out. Ooh, mayhem. What are these AI doing? They really need to work on this AI. I know it's meant to be unpredictable, but alright. They're swearing at me now, okay. But as you guys can see, looks good. Running quite smooth. If I had everything on max epic settings, I'll probably get 20 frames. So he got up, lay down, got up again. Okay. Alright guys, so I thought I might leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if I've missed any settings. I'll be glad to add them into a pinned comment or something like that. Let me know any other games you want me to try better settings for. I've got a couple of videos coming up soon. But I'm interested to see what other games people would like me to try out, try the best settings for. I'm glad I can help as many people as I possibly can. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye bye.